Good morning, everyone, and we are back. I did a little more digging around in here. This is, so that you know where we are, this is the pathway coming out of the face of the snowman. I said I was going to build a pathway and maybe make a room or something. So, yeah, it's a bit of a monstrosity, but it connects to the floor above, and then it turns, and it goes into the building. And my thought is I would like to have some windows along here and maybe some windows along the back side there too. So I'm discovering this is really big. So let's pop down this little secret hole. And down over here and out this secret hole. And I wanted to check where I actually am. So to come out this side here, I don't want to come out too... Oh my gosh. Thank you for the host. And welcome, Ariddleamo. So yeah, I wanted to come out here, but now this tree is going to be in the way. And I'm thinking I'm okay with that tree being in the way because these trees can't grow because they're under here. So I'm thinking I wouldn't mind if they looked exactly the same as the other side, or if I changed them in some way. So those trees are probably going to go. But until then, I kind of need to know where I am. And I don't know. Okay, we'll call it 2477. And I just fell off. Okay, so 2477. And I've made it to... Oh, we're getting there. We're not there yet. Although we have hit dirt. That's a good sign. Because I may have filled it in. So the tunnel that goes underneath and back inside is right here. When I saw that, I got a little bit worried. Not keeping a map on the base. No, because I'm inside the mountain. It would be very confusing. Uh-oh. And that was a bad. I shouldn't have taken that one out. Huh. What is here that is going to cause me pain and misery? Aha. So this is where we come out. Alright, that will work. That'll definitely work. We can work with this. See, I'm in a base. I'm in my base. Like, it won't show me anything because I'm literally under everything, all of the builds. My hands hurt today from all the mosquito bites. They are killing me. Would be the nicest way to put it. All of their toxins are slowly leaching into my skin a little bit more than I am comfortable with, and I hurt. And my ankles too. It was not bad when I was at camp, but now that I'm home, my body's like, yeah, you're home. Treat us better. I'm like, but there isn't anything I can do. Why am I digging this other one up? That is a waste of resources. And I didn't move anything there. This is the edge of our wall. I did go through some of my maps and some of my paperwork to figure out where we're exploring today. I just wanted to get this bit done. So it's done. Yeah, the mosquito, they're so bad this year. They come with their own Apache helicopters. I'm like, how come they get some and the Canadian military doesn't? This is so unfair. I swear, these mosquitoes have a better, equipment. I have one in the palm of my hand, just under my thumb. So as I'm sitting here moving the mouse, I am like scratching my mosquito bite. Did I really just throw that? I did. And I have no idea how I get bit there. Like, how do you get bit there and not notice? It's awful. It is so, so awful. Yeah. And I had ice cream with chocolate chips and bananas in it before bed, so I'm a little... Sorry about it, my throat's going. I'm a little freaked out because I had one of those weird lucid dreams that I have, and I got all mad and upset and everything, and it's not worst. On the top of my foot, I do not have one, and welcome catnip, I do not have one on the top of my foot. I do have my ankles, though, that look like, you know, somebody is trying to soak beach balls into them. They are bad. They're not as bad as one of the girls. One of our girls, hers were so bad that we sent her home. Like, she wanted to go home, and we did not argue. We're like, you know, I have no idea how you're surviving right now. Her ankles were as big as her calves. And that's, like, not good for a little kid. They don't handle that very well. So she was in a colossal amount of pain. And, oh, mosquitoes love me. But this isn't mosquito season. This is black fly season. And the black flies don't bother me, so I didn't really put much thought into it. I brought my regular, the musk oil, which is, like, pretty good. And, yeah, they just giggled at me. These mosquitoes had no respect for my insect repellent. None. They were like, thanks for the salad dressing. And it's like, no, you should be running away in horror, not sitting on top of it saying, spray me too, please. It was bad. And we were warned, spray yourself down before you get there. Don't argue, just do it. And I was like, but I don't want to spray myself down before I do it, before I get there. And I paid the price because when I got there, they were out in there, as I said, Apache helicopters, just eating anyone. When I like unpacked my car, and there were so many in there that I just shut the car door. When I actually went back in my car again 2 days later, there were corpses everywhere. Like, I had to brush off my seat and my windshield. And, like, everywhere inside of my car was full of, like, cooked mosquitoes. I was like, wow, that's a lot of mosquitoes. They were just so bad. I don't remember them ever being quite that bad before. But, I don't usually go in June, though. Like, this is not when I normally camp. I camp later in the year. And next year, Tackback will come up here, and he will be camping. And we're going to camp in August, where we have sweltering heat and humidity. And he'll realize that Georgia doesn't feel so bad when you have to camp in this kind of swamp things. I know it's murder, but they're mosquitoes. And so, yeah, it was intentional murder. And I would do it again. I would totally do it again. Because I am now itchy. And they made one of our girls go home in tears. And her sister was upset too because her sister didn't want to leave. She wasn't that bad. Okay, I should put some qualifications on there. Some of these girls kind of earned it. They went for fashion over anything else. And I'm like, why would you wear those tiny little ankle socks because they're cute? And then only spray your pants and that's it. I'm like, really? How could you not expect your ankles to get bitten when they're exposed flesh out there for them to eat? That just doesn't make any sense. Like, I was so confused. Oh, I've always wondered if the rain would put out. So far, no. Okay. Oh, Lake October. That's a good time to go, is in October. But the problem is that I go down there for August, September for Dragon Con, and I have to be back and doing everything in my life after that. So I can't take really any more time off. I actually have a meeting when I come back, and the next day I have a meeting. It's like, yikes. And I leave literally, my parents come back one day. I get 1 day with them, and then I leave. Whoops. So it's like, yeah, no. Kind of stuck. I want to put my glass down, but I don't know if I'm going to make this wall, if I'm just going to do like a windowy area. I'm not sure how far it goes. Whoop. This year... Oh, my favorite time? Yes. I would love to camp in the mountains. That is something I would really like to do. Oh, we were this close. Ah, okay. Good to know. Which means I have to take this whole wall out. Okay. Sorry, wall, you have to come out. Which is good because I can use these blocks. You want to go to Hawaii during, like, monsoon and hurricane season. Uh-huh. I mean, I have gone down to Barbados during that time. And it's kind of nice because you've got, like, the whole resorts and everything all to yourself. At the same time, you have to realize the reason you have them all to yourself is because you are in implicit danger. It's not a good time to go. But I guess. Then why is it so cheap at that time? Wouldn't the cruises be all there? I would think all the cruise people would be coming out at that time of year. Coming out the woodwork. Get this window on. And get the rest of the frame in. And are they still, like, burning to the ground? I mean, they do have one of the slowest moving volcanoes in the world. That thing is in no hurry to do anything. But isn't that still a problem there? See, I don't know what your seasons are out there specifically. That sounds weird, but... I mean... and everything, but I don't know, because I'm technically kind of more the plains type people. I mean, we're out in there. I don't know. Oh, it's already booked. She's more excited, but I would be more excited too. Sorry, but it's Hawaii. Come on. How many times do you get to go to Hawaii in your life? That's an expensive trip. I would be excited. I would be ecstatic about going. Could you plant that maybe in Takbak's mind that a trip to Hawaii would be awesome? But first I have to finish a few other places that I want to go. There's quite a few other places I want to go. But yes, I would love to go to Hawaii. I am a huge, huge fan of volcanoes. Geography is my other passion. I love geography. I love anything nature-ish. And because I'm also a fan and a huge fan of natural disasters, this is like the perfect combination. Volcanoes and hurricanes and typhoons. I mean, how could it not be perfect? And of course, for me, people are like, it's because you don't understand. You're right. I don't understand. I live in one of the most geological, like, inactive areas in the world. Nothing happens here. I mean, we do get the occasional earthquake. If you can call it an earthquake, it is so pathetic. I can't really call it an earthquake. Like, we are on a tectonic plate that is floating on top of another tectonic plate. Not to mention that happens to have our nuclear power plant sitting on top of, so that makes it a little more interesting. But yeah. You're going to Kentucky on the 4th of July. That would be interesting. That is something I really want to do. I would like to see like, I've done Canada Day. I've done Canada Day in Ottawa. I've done Canada Day in Toronto. I've done Canada Day on my couch. I want to know how Americans celebrate their stuff. Like, I want to see what this hoopla is all about. I really do. I think, like, I don't get it. When I went down there one time, there was a woman in the line ahead of me, and dressed just like the rest of us, no problems, showed her ID, like you're supposed to when you go through, and the guy's like, he gets up off of his seat to stand, and he goes, "Thank you for your service, ma'am." And I'm like, oh, I've never seen somebody want to look like they want to crawl into a hole in the ground more than anything. I'm like, what just happened here? I have never seen a country that worships their military like that. I mean, we appreciate what our soldiers do, but their people too. And yeah, that was just the weirdest thing I have ever seen in my life. And literally, she looked like she wanted to crawl into a hole in the ground. Like, she was not dressed in uniform. She did not have a mess bag thing and stuff. None of it. And she was trying, it looked like, her best to hide under the radar. And this guy just totally outed her. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And you were going to Canada too, where you knew you didn't have to worry about stuff like that, because we just don't care. Now, to keep in mind, we do care about our military. We do care and stuff like that, but we don't make a big splash about it. Not at all. Yeah, it's totally overrated, and you guys have, well, I don't know if you have earthquakes, because you're not close enough to the border. I know Vancouver gets them all the time, but they're mini quakes. They're just little ones, you know, with 2.0 here and there. You can't sound... Your earthquakes are like somebody slamming a door. You can't tell if they slam the door or if it's an actual earthquake. And ours is kind of like that. The one that I remember the most is Mom was sitting on the edge of my bed, and I was sitting leaning on the floor, leaning up against the bed next to her leg. And I thought she was shaking her leg, so I told her to stop shaking her leg. Because that's literally what it feels like, is that somebody is wiggling their leg, like bouncing her leg up and down. And she's like, I'm not bouncing my leg. I thought it was you. And we're like, oh, okay, weird. So I crawl back on my phone, and all of my friends are freaking out because we've just had an earthquake. And I'm like, oh, guess what? It wasn't you. It was an act of God. So that was kind of cool for me. That's probably the only one I've ever noticed. Other than that, I'm like, meh, earthquake. But I do want to go somewhere that is earthquake prone, but not like California that's going to move to BC when it gets its earthquake. I want to not be there, like, at all. And I don't really want to be in like BC when it moves to Alaska. That whole thing I'm not looking forward to. And do we get to trade? Does that mean that California then becomes a province and BC becomes a state? Like, yes, Japan is where I want to go. You nailed it right on the head. I want to go to Japan. I do not want to go for a long time. I am thinking that, like, if I'm going to do Hawaii, I want to do Japan at the same time. But no more than a week, because that place rattles and shakes like crazy. And I've got to bring, like, a seismometer and stuff like that. Like, I want to be able to say, yes, there was one, and I want to be able to put it up on YouTube. And how excited I am. Because I think that'll be the most important part, is just me freaking out about it. Yeah, Alabama you do not get, but you do get tornadoes. I actually had to sit through a partial hurricane in Georgia, which was interesting. Watching people lose their poop. which was kind of funny because I was like, it's not that much. But I guess if you've had to go through a big one that has destroyed your city, you would kind of not be happy about one that's supposed to be coming through. But again, living somewhere that is geologically, you know, stable and completely insensitive to the rest of the world, I just find their reaction really funny. I don't understand this massive rush to get milk. Can somebody explain to me, what does milk do? Does it ward off things like earthquakes or something? Does it have a special power but the rest of the world is unaware of? Because I know when that earthquake was, or not earthquake, when that hurricane was coming and we went out to buy stuff, yeah, there was no milk to be found anywhere. I would also like to add, there were no chips. I am like, who needs this many sets of potato chips? And there's a dip called Hell of a Good Dip, and it is really good. It's a French onion dip. First seen in Costco. And it is really good. And it's at Walmart as well. And they were sold out of it. I'm like, I don't understand. Why would you do that? Like, why? I'm so confused by that. Okay, I don't want that there. That looks ugly. Okay. Our store was inspected for seismic integrity a few months ago, and we passed. Yay! Your house. Yeah, your house is on the side of a cliff. And I always thought that was funny. When you told us the story, I think it was your fridge that they were bringing into the house and how many stairs it has to go up. Oh, no. It's not the case of building them out of having wooden houses. It's a case that they have them on wheels. That's the part I didn't understand. Why is it that the area that gets the most horrifying weather that will remove, you know, pretty much everything off the ground, would you have your house not permanently stuck to the ground and put it on wheels? I'm like, it's like, ugh. Why would you do that? Why would you live in a mobile home park along an area that is known to get blown to oblivion? Like, that's just, how do you get insurance on that? How do you get home insurance on a home in, like, Oklahoma? Like, I'm baffled by it. I wouldn't insure you. I would bet against you. I would bet that your house is going to get destroyed. Like, there is no mistaking that. Not even a little bit. Your house is toast. And there's just no. Just no. That's all I can go with. No. Do not build out of those materials in that location. All right. I do not know how I feel about this. I really don't like this little square, but I'm not going to do anything about it right now. I do need to light this up because nothing worse than having a creeper pop in to visit you. Unless, of course, you're at catnip space, and then you expect it. That tree is not so bad. Not much to look at out this window right now. This is interesting view, so that's good. All right, now that we've done that, and that, and that. Oh, I put everything away. All right, then we're going to have random holes. Oh, that was a spider. Ew. Maybe we'll sleep. That might be a good idea. And I made Kitty sit, and I don't know where Kitty is now. Yeah, but I don't want to look through it, but the graphics are fancy. I'm more concerned about the people who are coming here to visit. This is a conference center, which means there needs to be conference people. Okay, so what I did after the stream was, obviously, I built all of that. My iron golem is still hanging out there. No idea why. I've decided not to ask him because it's way too personal a question. This is the upstairs portion. I need to take out this spider. Come on. You're walking way too slow. Get over here. I need your eyeball. No, did you drop it down there? You didn't drop an eyeball. All right. I need spider eyes. Okay, so one of the things I did was I actually was made very sad. I had to cry. I am not generally a very emotionally wussy type person, and the meds I'm on also help with that to make sure that I am more of a zombie than anything else. But I planted all these trees in these different areas, and I stayed in the area long enough for them to start to grow. So this area is supposed to be... I didn't put any down there. There will be, but because I don't know where the houses and stuff are going to go, I can't do that. I know you don't like those blocks, but that's okay. Not everybody has to like them. Oh, it did grow. This one was driving me crazy. I went through 2 stacks of... Oh, I don't remember what it's called. Anyways, I went through 2 stacks of it to make it grow, and it wouldn't grow. So it's like, oh, fine. Oh, there's still more over there that didn't grow, which means I was not within the area. But I put out trees in certain areas and stuck around to have them grow because this area is supposed to be the mesa biome. I am going to have to add some mossy cobble like they do in there, but I need houses first. And I don't want to do all the landscaping and then have to work myself around it. I fixed this pathway so it's actually a real pathway and sent it out that way. The rogue turtle gave up its life because I got tired of it being halfway out the field, so there is no longer a rogue, turtle. I'm not sure about this little platform area here as to what I'm going to do with it. It does belong technically to that biome because that biome goes all the way along in between these and all the way down there. So that's all in there. So I did add those. I did add, and I'm probably going to have to chop down a whole bunch of them because I went just a little overboard. Hello, fishies. I just went a little overboard in the acacia biome. But I blame it completely on Netflix and the TV show Timeless. I love that show. I absolutely love that show. And spoilers, but they killed off one of the main characters, and I was like, no, you can't do that. So I'm trying to plant trees. I am all upset. So yeah, there's kind of trees here and everywhere. But they ended with the season finale coming back saying, let's go get him. And it's like, what? You mean he's not dead? So then, of course, a whole nother set of waterworks. So yeah, even now I'm all teary. I'm like, oh, you can't kill him off. He's one of my favorite characters in the entire thing. I'm not going to tell you any more about him, but he is one of my favorites. I think these might be spaced a little too closely to be a proper savanna, but I don't care. And up here, there aren't as many because obviously this is where the actual housing and stuff is going to go. I don't think I'm going to put any. I may put 1 or 2 buildings down here, but they're going to be small ones. And all of this is all, if I do buildings, there'll be 1 here and kind of 1 over there. In here, I went a little weird. I'm not sure. I literally don't think I can get through there. I can't get through some parts of it. Is stripped acacia orange or gray? I will have to check. I will go in and check. I don't want to chop one down to find out, but I do have it. I have all the blocks. So this is the jungle. I've planted some of the bigger trees. I don't actually have enough saplings to do well. I doubled them up, so there's 2 rows along anywhere because I wanted the bamboo to kind of hide the wall. And that's the best I could do. So I haven't been down here, so you can see a lot of it's kind of short. And that's simply because I was way over there. I made this little part here, and that is going to be the beginning of where I'm going to put the area that the pandas are going to be in. They're going to have their own little enclosure, and it's going to have all this bamboo in it. Sheep are still sheep. Haven't done anything with them. All right, sheep. I have made some decisions as well upon doing some more research about animals. Foxes will attack chickens, whether they are friendly or not. How to make it look more natural? Well, I'm going to have buildings in front of it, so you're not really going to see it. And I don't want any like stone or stuff in it because I hate the look of stone. Like, absolutely hate it. So there'll be buildings and things in there. Other than that, I would have to put like green wool or something actually green in there, but suggest away. I'm hungry again, aren't I? I am indeed. Yeah, the green wool. I thought about it. Like, as I mentioned, I did think about putting the green wool up there, but I think the green is a little too green. Like, I think the green wool might outgreen the bamboo and make the bamboo look lime. Terracotta might do, or the concrete. I have to go look at those colors and see. They might be a better idea. That actually might work. The only problem I might have with it is when I'm standing on top of it, it's not going to there. Welcome to the stream, and I have no idea, but I'm sure it's a dad joke. That's pretty bad, actually. It is a dad joke. These guys are not stable. Yes, concrete powder, and the terracotta. Definitely not the baked terracotta. That would be funny looking. I also decided I was moving all the llamas out. The llamas are going to have a house out that way because I need to put... Oh, I already did this, I think, in the stream because I put the signs up. I did the research and I have confirmed that the foxes need to go in here. They are terrorists. They will eat my chickens. Polar bears are going up in that corner over there. I do not know how to get them. Leaf box. You know, let me write all this down because I'm not going to remember all this. They could be jungle leaf blocks, except for I don't have enough jungle trees. So, jungle leaf blocks, concrete and powder, and terracotta. All right. That's a lot of options. Wow. I also redid this tree, which is an interesting tree. I redid this tree several times because I wanted that tree. And I got this. And I have never seen this before, so I'm not willing to break it. I'm like, I even got stuck in it. That is the weirdest tree. It's an actual tree. I'm like, okay. But it's a tree. So we don't argue with it. I also did the 5 blocks that were missing under my portrait. And I have an admirer. He has walked all the way around from over there where I created him because he was supposed to protect me over there. And he has wandered all the way over here. So I'm not going to argue with him. Last night, because I was building that room, I did not touch any of this or any of that. And I'm not going to. That is going to have to wait for at least another week because we're not sticking around the base. This is stripped oak. I also took away their... I want to go check and see how it is. I took away their compost bin. So the farmer no longer has the ability to feed anybody. And we killed every iron golem that was outside. And it looks like they're not so bad right now. I mean, it's only been a few more hours in game, and it's not an incredibly ridiculous number of iron golems. We did get about 2.5 stacks of iron out of it, though. So I'm thinking this is the best iron farm ever. So that's pretty good. And I'm kind of excited that these guys are actually hanging out here. But I think these are all... Are you all... Yeah, you're all butchers. So they have to hang out here because this is where their profession is. But they don't sleep here. I don't know why, but they just don't. And he's been there for a while. It's good to see he's gotten out of the water. No, don't go in the water. He's gotten out of the water and he's now walking on the lily pads. Now, I do have to figure out where 4 is. Can you shut the door? Yes. And see, look, all the bakers, or the butchers, just left. They were literally standing here. Is there something wrong, guys, with the beds in there? Do they have bed bugs? And why are there 2 of you here? One of you should be over there guarding that door. And they're both stuck, which is okay. Anyways, we don't know where Kitty is. We're okay with not knowing where Kitty is because Kitty can't come on an adventure with us. Kitty will die a horrible death if Kitty comes with us. And we were looking at striped acacia, you were asking. Oh, guess who learned colors? Acacia has 2 things. This one is the striped acacia, or stripped acacia wood. So that one, it is orange. And as you can see, the logs are also orange. Unfortunately. But you can have the acacia wood as opposed to an acacia log, and it is gray on all sides. Which is pretty cool. But I don't need gray. I do need to know where my cat is, though. I mean, even if I'm not going to have my cat with me, it would still be good to know. I took all these out because there's a house I want to build, and then I didn't build it in... We're going to go build it. There you are! Oh my gosh, I was just talking about you. Get off of that. They get stuck sometimes. I didn't put it there, but it is there. Come with me, kitty. We're going to go build a couple houses here. Because I want to get these built, and then I can get my box back. So one is going here, and it just needs that. Oh, and it needs... Nope. Sadly enough, the blocks that I was going to put away. I need some of those. Nope. Nope. Yep. 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 Oh, I don't have any stairs. Alright, we won't worry about the stairs right now. We just need to worry about where we're putting this house. The house pattern is on one of my many, many, many pieces of paper I have out. Where is it? I also figured out something. There it is. I'm going to make up in the desert because that's where you find the fossils. And so I'm actually going to build a fossil coming out of one of the sides of the platforms. All right. Not you first. It's going to be you first. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It needs room. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they're all just 4x4 houses. Right? No. It's 4x5. The front is 4, the back is 5. So let's do, you know, it's got to come a lot farther forward, but it's going to block that, and I don't want to do that. So we're moving it. And now I'm out of blocks because I put them all down in the wrong spot. There we go. No, it's not automatic in the sense of it doesn't destroy them, but it's automatic in the sense of within a very short time frame, I have hundreds and hundreds. That was my cat that just ran by. Hundreds and hundreds of iron golems there. And I get the lovely joy of destroying them. All right. Concrete. That was not concrete, but close enough. Door is there. And we have planks. This is the old one. This is the old housing pattern. And there. Oops. Mistake. Wrong tools. Wrong tools. Panic, panic, panic. Right tools. If I want OP armor, you need to get on that enchanting game. OP armor is the equivalent of what I call a death trap. Anytime I have good armor, I die. So the most OP armor I can possibly have that'll help me survive is like leather. If I have leather armor, I am guaranteed to survive everything. Leather with no enchants. That's very important. It must have 0 enchantments on it. Because if it has anything to make it special, I'm going to die. It will kill me. Oh, I don't know how to do this one. How do you make it go downward when there's nothing on it? Okay. Cheaty game is being cheaty. And we need to take that one out. Hey, TJ, welcome, welcome. And there. And 1 for 2/2 protection. Yes. Oh, wait, what? Wait, they're going to take that off? I thought that was on purpose, that they were going to keep the multiple on it. No, 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 no. I am not okay with that. I've definitely done something wrong. I just can't figure out what it is. Oh, there isn't another one in there. Ow. It only goes that high, which looks really stupid, but who am I to argue? And there we go. Now we got to go in and fix it because it's got a low roof that it shouldn't have. We need to add the glass and a torch because this is kind of a deadly house to live in. Glass. And one of the old houses. There is one more. It's actually bigger. Maybe I should put the bigger one there and the smaller one here. I'm thinking of putting it this way. So it faces that way. I need that again. It's a 5x5, which is going to be a bit more of an issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. That's too squishy. Hello, kitty. Kitty, we don't have another. We have no tools. We're toolless. Aha, we do have tools. I've missed you too, kitty. But we were doing stuff that would have caused you death and destruction, and I didn't want to do that. Okay. Okay, so I need to put all of those on before I upgrade on it. But you get a choice as to when you upgrade, so I have time, don't I? As long as I don't upgrade, like, right away. That needs a tree now. I'm thinking I'm going to cause myself a little bit of problems here. Excuse me, kitty. Right on your tail. 2, 3, 4. And this is going to... Yeah, there's one space. Oh, I think it's still... Oh, no, it's still right. Because that would be the door. Door! Okay, we're going to go with this is probably where the door goes. Somehow I managed to not put that part in on this whole thing. Is this right? No. That is wrong. And that is wrong. And I should know this because this is the one I build the most. This is my super build. This is my building that I make all the really cool stuff out of. And switch. That should be log. And log. And kitty! Please! Thank you! That cat. Ah! That was a boo-boo. Distracted by the cats. And the roof is... Aha! Easier to do. This one is log, 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 log. This is the same pattern as all the buildings over there that you can't see. Yeah. It's not pretty. I've never seen anybody have that much trouble. Like, I have trouble with lava, but that's, like, makes sense. I have the curse of the diamond. If it's diamond, I'm gonna fall in lava. I mean, doesn't everybody? Okay, so I know that my pathway is going to go here, so I'm just going to throw a pathway on there for now. It'll have a stair. And on this one, I am really not liking the location of this one now. What do you think, kitty? Do you think we should move it over here? The cat's like, I don't care where it is. Can we just, like, find somewhere to sit that has, like, a nice place for me to sit? All right, we'll put it there for now. Maybe it'll be better with a tree. Do I have trees? I don't think I have any trees. All right. But I want to go adventuring because I went through... Yeah, I'm not going to update until I enchant the snot out of everything. Because, honestly, nothing should have snot in it. Snot is gross. And that is why I like working with older children, because they don't come with as much snot. Not to say that they don't come with snot, they just don't come with as much. It is not out. And are you making fun of my accent, fellow Canadian who has the same accent? And planks. Plunk. Let's try that again. Planks. Dark oak. I have a little bit of dark oak. Yeah. So long as it stays pre-release and I don't feel tempted to play it, I'm okay. I'm probably going to miss out on, well, maybe not. I have to check how many things we have on the Baconator server that we can do some enchantments, because I know we were enchanting all kinds of weird stuff. Just because we could. And the crafting table. Oh la la. And you're full, so you come with me. And you are empty. You are full. You are. I will take the you two with me. Kitty, really? This is why you got left behind last time. Move. Okay, empty. Tools go upstairs. We'll put a milk in there. We'll put that in there. That. All right, so really, we don't have a whole lot of... Okay, we do. Never mind. No, I am not going to... I'm going to update. But I want to make those enchantments things first. I mean, why not? Diorite! Yeah, this one actually does now look like bird poop where it didn't before. But the polished version actually looks a lot better. So, meh. This is the metal floor, which means that we get iron put away. And who else do we have for today? We have an empty box. And we have you and you and you. I don't actually think there's any more room for all of this. Although I did manage to fit it all in my inventory. Nope, you're full. And you are not. All right. Oh, coal goes here. Bird poop stone goes... That's full. Goes there. Andesite's almost full, but not quite. And I put away my picks so that I can't possibly actually pick up the stuff. Why would I do that? I don't know. Well, we're only going down one floor, so it's okay. Clear panes of glass and white squares. There. All right, so that's all done. I need to go back up and actually get a tool to pick those up with. I wanted them empty because when we go exploring, we have to take them with us. Oh, I think they're in here. There we go. Wouldn't it be weird instead of, you know, taking... Because the cows break the bad omen. By the way, I gotta show this off. Look. We're working our way up this part of the hallway now. I may have to move them and put them all down this hallway. Because we're getting so many of them. And I still haven't been raided in this. Still have not. I'm okay with not a far view distance because your view distance also controls where the those guys can go. And I'd rather not know. I'd rather not have them show up too up close and friendly. All right. Shovels. And axes. And picks. You can have 2, 3. You can have 3 of them. Milk. Get an empty bucket going. dump chest of all the stuff that I was supposed to put away but didn't. You are a dump chest. You are... That was my cat again. Alright, so orange is empty. I think that is third. Red is empty. Magenta. And yellow. I have to go milk a cow. And take some dirt away. Do we have dirt in here? We do. And it's raining again. What's with this rain? Okay, let's put the dirt. Yeah, I really don't like that. I also didn't put any torches in this. I think they had furniture in them, but I do not recall 100%. Okay. Done. So that's good to go. Definitely moving that house. Just caught it out of the corner of my eye and I was like, nope. Just nope. I was looking through some old screenshots and that's actually where it was, is in that corner. But I'm just noping it. Alright, so I was going to milk a cow. Apparently I forgot to milk the cow. How many are in here? 2 and a bucket of water. Let's make it 3. And who is first? So, we need this. We need this, because you can't... Oh, come back here. Did I pick it up? I did pick it up. My cat's just sitting there lounging. You can't fix things in your inventory. And I hate that. So you need to bring like one of these to do it. Here we go. Can you make... I was going to ask that, but all the stuff that stacks. I was like, yeah, I don't know if you can do that. There's an awful lot of stuff. I'm bringing 6 of all of the major tools, and then... I don't know if I need that many, but you never know. Torches. Okay, I don't need another bow. So, yellow is done. Let's put yellow outside. Actually, yellow. Let's forget about putting yellow outside. Let's just put yellow in the ender chest. Welcome, yellow. Orange, you are next. You are going to be full of arrows. There we go. Oh, you can't hopper into ender chests? I did not know this.